one humiliating experience actually prepared me for better. कि अभी ये बहुत बढ़ गया है. I don't know how come people are doing it, that when they answer technically, it's proper AI answers. No cheaters.
Yeah, so what my approach is when I'm taking interviews is not comparing the candidate with the resume. That's not what I do.
एकदम डर के माहौल में जैसे आते हैं ना, वैसे एकदम डर डर के आ रहे हो अंदर, एकदम कि आपको किसी ने मार पीट के भेजा हुआ है.
I used to tremble while speaking, like your voice gets a little.
काका काका किरण,
Yeah.
ये तो ऐसा है कि आपको ABCD नहीं आती है और आप डायरेक्ट 10th का एग्जाम लिखने जा रहे हो.
Hello. Hi, Swapna.
Hi Sharyu.
So, welcome to all our podcast viewers as well. Today, we are going to talk about how do we survive a tech interview like a pro. So, all of us, everyone in software engineering, are always giving interviews. If we are not giving, we are also going to talk about that.
I have also taken interviews, so we both, right? So we know actually where people, can go haywire during interviews. And also with our personal experiences, I will start first with my personal experience, and a rather humiliating one, I think.
Yeah.
Because I had prepared like crazy for that interview. I had studied for 7 days and worked really hard. And that interview was a Azure ML interview. I will not tell the company's name, but it was in the top four. Okay. And I was very excited and prepared, completely prepared, because I had studied quite a lot. But when the interview started, I froze. I don't remember speaking even a single word properly in that interview. Not just about the technical thing, but I was really frozen. I could not even, I think, start and give my personal experiences properly. The interview was good. He understood. He offered me a glass of water and all, but the damage was done, and I cannot forget that day.
You were in the meeting.
Yeah, this was pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
So pre-COVID, during COVID, everything was virtually, but pre-COVID, the interviews were, face to face. We had to go and do it, right? Even now, I think they have started the face-to-face interview rounds and everything. It was a very humiliating experience, okay, for me personally, because in general, I haven't faced this issue earlier, and it was the first time. But I think the things that a humiliating experience will teach you, a successful experience will never teach you that. So that one humiliating experience actually prepared me for better, and after that, I rarely had any such issues. I mean, even if I wasn't prepared, I was able to translate all my knowledge into an interview by keeping a calm mind. So I think the viewers that are listening to us, I guarantee you, I think somebody or the other must have gone through this kind of experience where you freeze, where you don't remember anything, where you go, just blank in your mind. You cannot gauge anything. You cannot. It's a kind of a zombie state I refer to. Okay, a zombie state. You're a zombie. You can see and do everything, but your brains are not working. There are. Yeah, this was my humiliating experience. Okay.
My experience was a little different. Like it was coming from a different place. I'll explain how it was. Okay. What happened was this is pre-COVID. I was already doing one job. I think 2 or 3 years in the job. I started giving interviews, and whenever I was giving interviews, now this is about a series of interviews that I'm talking about. Every interview that I gave, I used to, people used to ask me basic questions, right? The interviewer would always ask me questions like, can you explain about garbage collection in Java? Now, this is a very fundamental question that is asked in every interview. And at that time, it was more of a basic kind of a question. What I used to do is I used to ask them in return that why are you asking me this basic question? I have been working since 3 years and I have never faced a challenge regarding garbage collection. Because Java usually does garbage collection
Yeah.
nicely. Like it does not have any problems with that. So in those 3 years, I had never faced anything. But I was very I would say there was some ego in me that I was saying that why are you asking this question? And
But
this is
this is the first time I'm hearing something like that. I haven't heard somebody, asking such a thing. This is
yeah.
surprising to me also, actually.
Yeah, like if you are an interviewer and I ask you, why are you asking me this question? How will you feel? It is a little downgrading also, right? Downgrading the
I think,
experience of
first
the
of all, I will be pretty surprised, but I will still tell you that, it's a kind of, see, an interview is a exam, but it's just like your entire personality's exam. Okay, it's
yeah.
not just a written exam or something. So people gauge you as per your entire personality. So
Hmm.
what you did over here was that I think it's a classic mistake of overestimating and questioning the interviewer itself.
Yes.
Yes, some questions I agree, Seshar, you should be, thrown out when
Hmm.
you're in an interview.
Hmm.
But these are also humans, right? Interviewers are also humans. They can ask some random questions or they can ask questions that doesn't matter. But I mean, we are there to get the job, right?
Yeah.
So we have
Yes.
to put our higher ground and answer these questions, or at least try to answer them. So
Yeah.
yeah, correct.
So that was my mistake. Like I realized it few interviews down the line that that is not the correct way like to deal with the interviews. If they're asking a question, they're asking based on their experience, whatever they have been asked. They're also further asking these questions, or from their working experience, they must have seen such issues or not seen these issues. However, it is the attitude that we bring to the table when we are giving these interviews need to be correct. We need to be a little sincere. Humility should be there in us when we are giving this interviews. This ego, carrying this ego around was not a good thing.
What you have told me is actually very interesting. I never thought about your perspective because I have never asked such questions, right? I was always I had a lot of fear.
Hmm.
I used to only answer and not ask too many questions back. But that being said, for our viewers, okay, after sharing our very humiliating experiences, let's set the course for our viewers over here.
Hmm.
Okay, why we are discussing this? Why? What is all this about? And why are two people coming over here telling us that interviews matter? Because interviews do matter, right? They are the gateway to your opportunity, a chance into the world which you have dreamed about, right? Most of the portion of our population is of the service population. Service population means the people who want to do jobs or are interested in doing jobs.
Hmm.
And when you talk about jobs, there is nothing other than an interview, which is the gateway to a perfect job, right? So
True.
you can get stuck in a very bad job, or you can have a, at least a dream job with a dream package. But the entrance point to these is giving a very bang on interview so that nobody can reject you in that interview. Okay, people remember you. Okay, no, ये लड़के को तो मैं लूंगा ही, या फिर ये लड़की को तो मैं छोड़ ही नहीं सकता, इसने जो भी पैकेज मांगा है इसको दे दो।
Yes.
ऐसा बोल के अगर आपको कोई ले रहा है इंटरव्यू में, दैट मीन्स यू हैव मेड इट. You will be always successful in any interview that you give henceforth and have any kind of a career as per se, right?
Yeah, interestingly, I agree. I mean, I would like to also add on, like you said, it gives you checkpoints to grow in your life, but it also has a potential to pull you up from worse situations as well, right? Like for example, you have been laid off. Yeah, if you have been laid off, what will you do? You'll have to start giving interviews after that, right? If you are prepared for the interview already, like always, then you that lead time reduces and you're quickly ready to give interviews as soon as you're laid off. So this is one example that I'm giving, but life just brings you anything. And in such situations, you should be interview ready, and that is why interviews matter anyway. Also, like you said, it helps you grab bigger opportunities whenever you think you're ready for more, it helps you grab bigger opportunities, right? So
Correct.
yeah, I agree with you that these are important checkpoints in our life, and we should always look forward to them than not
Then fear
be
them.
afraid of them. Yeah.
Points that I want to get to after this
Mhm.
is that there are four important points where people, generally get, stay back or don't have a successful interview or are quite stressed out when they want to give an interview. I think the basic emotion over here that we are dealing is fear and embarrassment. That is
True.
a basic emotion, and through them we have this fear of judgment, fear of getting rejected, fear of technical questions. These are all these fears that we go through when we go through an interview. Fear of embarrassment, okay, कि अरे मैंने अगर ये क्वेश्चन नहीं आंसर दिया तो ये मेरे बारे में क्या पूछेगा, अरे मैंने वो छोटा सा क्वेश्चन का आंसर नहीं दिया, उसने मुझे डिफरेंस पूछा, इन पाइथन की लिस्ट और टपल में डिफरेंस क्या है और मैं भूल गया,
Hmm.
I couldn't even answer that. वो क्या सोच रहा होगा मेरे बारे में. So
Yes.
all these fears are the basic parameters at which we generally become, afraid of interviews, or we don't want to give them, or
Hmm.
even if we give, we are not successful in them. And then when the next interview comes, you feel as if कि ये भी नहीं क्रैक होने वाला है तो जाके क्या फायदा, है
True.
ना. तो बहुत बार लोग क्या करते हैं, जिस दिन इंटरव्यू का डेट रहता है ना, उस दिन मॉर्निंग में कैंसिल कर देते हैं, गायब ही हो जाते हैं
Ah,
इंटरव्यू से.
to this, I have done this many times. Initially, I used to be very afraid of just giving or facing these technical questions. Okay, and I used to always cancel the interviews at the end moment. I used to have nervous breakdown of what are the questions going to be asked. So fear was a very big driver. So many interviews I have rescheduled, and I'm very sad about that I let go of these opportunities, because interviews are finally opportunities, right, that help
Yeah.
you improve yourself. Even once I remember I had rescheduled one meeting so many times, like I think two or three times I had rescheduled, that the
Mm.
consultant, there is always a consultant, right, who is
Correct.
scheduling
Yeah.
these interviews. That consultant got irritated almost, like he was like, why are you being so unprofessional? And he was right, I was being
Obviously, it's a
unprofessional.
kind of, you cannot reschedule it when you want to give the interview, and but you're in two minds and you are asking again and again. See, once
Yeah.
they will reschedule once or twice for a good candidate, but I don't think so. Even for a good candidate, they will go to that kind of a limit
Yes,
now.
and
Even
it
they
is.
have certain limits. Yeah.
Yes, and it is not right for you also. Like, if you are in that fear, if you are going through this, just give the interview, prepare for it, and but please attend the interview. If you have given a commitment, if you have said that I'll attend this interview, please go ahead, don't cancel it at the end moment. But I understand that the fear is, like you're saying, fear is very big driver. We are very afraid, and
So
that might be
let's
possible.
let's talk about first what you have said, the fear of attending interviews.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Why do people not attend? But I'm not one of them. I always attend interviews. वो अलग बात है कि मैं एक आधा इंटरव्यू में ब्लैंक हो गई. वो
Just.
अलग है. But I go. I have the. But I'll share my mentality with you.
Mhm.
My mentality is कि अरे क्या होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा, आज नहीं दिया तो कल देना ही पड़ेगा, तो आज ही दे देती हूँ.
Hmm.
मतलब वो कबीर के दोहे जैसा, कल करे
Yeah.
सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब. आई फॉलो दैट. ओके. इफ देर इज समथिंग विच इज, यू कैन नॉट अवॉइड इट इन एनी सर्कमस्टेंस, दैट इज वॉट माई मेंटालिटी, कि आज नहीं तो कल देना पड़ेगा, कल नहीं तो 3 महीने बाद देना पड़ेगा, 3 महीने बाद नहीं तो 1 साल बाद देना पड़ेगा, अगर 1 साल में भी नहीं दिया तो भी 5 साल में देना ही पड़ेगा,
Very
100%.
true.
अगर आपका ये प्रोबेबिलिटी का परसेंटेज 100% के नियरिंग जा रहा है, तो चीज आप 5 साल बाद कर रहे हो, यू बेटर डू इट टूडे.
Yes.
तो you will be saved, your time will be saved, your energy will be saved. That is my mentality. So I have rarely skipped any interview. I think only once maybe I was really not well,
Hmm.
and वो भी मैंने वापस से दिया था मुझे लगता है. So that was my mentality to overcome this. You had this, huge fear. How did you
Yeah.
overcome it?
Actually,
Because
it is more of, pushing yourself. So I just pushed myself. And after few humiliating experiences, I realized that I am only like the person who's losing here is just me. There's no one else who's losing here. I'm just losing out on
correct.
opportunities. And that realization made me understand what needs to be done. And after that, like I remember all this is way back. But after that, I remember none of the interviews that I have scheduled, I have ever rejected. Like showing up has always been a
Yeah,
priority after that. Uh,
sure.
and it has to come from within also. And also, I think you talked about fear of technical questions and all, but I also had fear of facing people. Like I am very non-social person. So many people in India have this problem that they are very non-social, and also facing people, talking to people is a big hurdle for them. So I had this issue that just facing people, what to talk to them, used to be a concern to me. So I started
Mm.
talking more to people anyway, like other than the interviews, also I started talking to people. So it has to come from within. You have to do things to improve these fears
Correct.
that you have. Yeah.
You're absolutely right, actually. I even I am not so super social, but I do have that mentality that we need to talk to
Yeah.
different set of people
Yes.
and not be afraid of what they are thinking. Okay, so basically, many people that I have met with who
Mm,
face this anxiety of face-to-face interviews or facing people, okay,
mm,
they have this fear of judgment, where this stems from because they feel that the other person is going to judge them.
true. True.
Okay, so this stems from the fear of facing somebody that stems from the mentality that you are going to get judged by the सामने वाला पर्सन. तो आप जब किसी से बात करते हो तो आपको ऐसे लगता है अरे ये मेरे बारे में क्या सोच रहा होगा या
हाँ.
बाद में क्या सोचेगा, ये आपके दिमाग में आता है. बट वेन यू रिमूव दैट थॉट कंप्लीटली एंड पुट इट इन द गार्बेज एंड आप ऐसे सोचोगे मरने दे इसको, मेरे बारे में जो सोचना है वो सोचने दे, तो फिर वो फियर निकलेगा. बट इफ यू कीप ऑन थिंकिंग इट विल नॉट गो राइट.
Yeah, also Swapna, I had talked about this in my on my YouTube channel. I have one video about it. There is one theory. Okay, we think samne wala, the person who's taking the interview is going to judge us. Of course, he's there to judge us for sure, but then he has hundreds of other things in his mind, like his own project, his deadlines, and things like that. Everything is not about you. People are not only thinking about you. So,
करेक्ट.
so this thought and this theory we need to remember. So, someone had done an experiment. So, in a class, 15 students are sitting facing the door, okay? And from the door, one by one, some other students enter. So, the first student enters. Uh, the student thinks that everyone is looking at me, okay? And he then goes and sits in on his place. Then second student enters and he thinks that, oh, everyone is looking at me. Then he goes and sits. Then after that, a study is done where all the students from the class are asked, what were you thinking when this guy entered? And everyone said we were thinking about something else. No one said that we were thinking about this guy's shirt, pant, how he looks, how he talks, or how he's walking. No one talked about the guy who's entering. Almost everyone talked about their own things. So that is one theory we should remember. Everything is not about you. Even when you're giving interviews, yes, during interviews, it is about your knowledge, but not about anything else about you. So,
Yeah,
like,
mostly people forget after the interview who the name of the interviewee was. Nobody even
yeah,
remembers that
yeah,
because I have also taken interviews. I hardly remember the person's
Yes.
name. Only very, few people who have actually been, in a. I'll discuss those scenarios later. But those 2, 3 people I remember because they they were very suspicious.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I remember. But other than that, mostly people even whom I have selected, okay, during the interviews, I remember maybe very faintly, but not entirely. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think for everybody, if anybody is suffering from this fear of judgment or how to have, face to face or talk to somebody, the basic solution for that will be, I think, to talk to a mirror first, practice in front of a mirror. That is a very good thing. Many people do that. And then practice with somebody in your family whom you can talk to. And then you can practice with somebody from outside, a friend or a colleague or somebody. And as and when you keep on practicing more and more, you will be 100% good at it.
True.
So this, I think, is the the solution for this the fear of judgment and all. And obviously, if anybody wants to connect with us for interview session or for practice or mock interviews, you can 100% connect with us. We are there to help. Okay.
Yes, I will write an email
Yeah.
address where you can connect with all of us. Send us email, let us know your stories, and we can connect on a Zoom call or something and talk about these fears. If you're having these fears, we can do some counseling sessions as well for such people. Okay.
Yeah. And then I think the most interesting thing is the fear of tough technical questions. I had this fear. My fear is this, that if he asks me a very tough technical question and I don't answer, but I should know the answer, or a very basic technical question and I should 100% know the answer and I cannot answer,
Mhm.
then what will happen? Okay.
True.
So this fear I had, I'm very self-critical. If I cannot answer a basic question, after the interview, I will literally pound myself that why I was not able to remember such a basic thing. I have been doing this for so many years. How can this happen?
Yeah.
Like that. So that is my kryptonite, you can say. Okay, where my powers diffuse, kind of. And I literally, slog into that pain for days together. That why I wasn't able to answer this, why I wasn't able to answer this.
Yeah.
So even today, I think if I go in an interview and I'm not able to answer some technical question, okay, which, then I think even today I will have that little bit in me. But how I started, 15 years back to today, it has improved quite a lot.
Hmm.
Okay. So I don't know if you have this fear of technical questions.
Yeah, for sure. I also have this fear. Like we have already said this in one of our earlier podcasts. Everyone does not know everything. So from same place, I used to come. I used to give these interviews, but whenever a question used to be asked, a tough technical question used to be asked, I used to say that I don't know the answer. But that used to be an important turning point of the interview most of the times. And I used to realize after the interview that, oh, if I would have just known the answer, it would have been, I mean, maybe I would have cleared. So, yes, I have also faced this fear, but it's not fear before the interview. It's after the interview, a kind of
Correct, correct.
guilt that,
After the interview, guilt, a kind of, guilt is, I think, the correct word for it. That
yeah.
why I didn't, just, I could have just answered this, and I had it, I remembered it later on. But during the interview, I completely forgot about it, or,
Yeah.
something very minor.
In
So,
fact, I have a way that I overcame this as well. Like what I started doing, whenever I used to, I gave a lot of interviews, okay? And whenever I used to go in these interviews, just after the interview, I used to give 15 minutes to myself to document what all questions were asked and how did I answer them. Now I have written
correct.
everything down, I then started having this big dictionary of questions, like what questions can be asked, what not, and then I was more prepared. So I think that is one way to prepare. But then you never know. There are always some uh, weird or different questions that you have never, faced, and at that time you'll always have this fear or a guilt after the interview for sure.
No, the
That's one way. What
interesting
do you
thing
think?
is
Yeah.
interesting thing is the solution that you have given, that is actually the solution that you should do. Even I have a kind of a book of questions, book of interview questions,
Ah,
and I followed it from a very long time. Any interview I give, anything, earlier I used to write it. Now I have it in my laptop notes and OneNote and everything, so I maintain that over there. So
true.
what are the questions that they asked me, what did I answer, and was the answer correct and not? But you know that maybe sometimes it amplifies. Oh, it was such a simple answer.
Yes.
लाइक कि एग्जाम के बाद ये 5 मार्क में से 3 मिलेगा क्या, 4 में
True.
से 4 मिलेगा क्या, और फिर अरे इधर भी क्वेश्चन था, ये तो मैंने देखा ही नहीं. ऐसे
Yes.
काइंड ऑफ similar situation. But I think that is a easier thing to deal with than the other things, right? So
Yeah.
the main thing that you have to tell yourself is that out of that, suppose an interviewer is asking you 10 questions, right?
Hmm.
Even if you answer 50%, that is 5 questions, you are in the very good zone, I would say.
Hmm.
Okay. And it's not about the wrong answers that you give. Okay. In an interview, there are wrong answers, but basically, logic always wins. So the
True.
interviewer is always behind your flow of answer rather than the correct answer. So
True.
even if out of the 5 wrong answers that you have given, if your logic to those questions up or the way you approach is excellent, you are in the actual top zone for that particular interview or for that particular company. Let's come now to the main portion that an interview consists of. That is the technical questions. Okay, the skills that are actually required. Okay, so I will start this with like an example. The first thing when I go to an interview, I always do this. Okay, I always have implemented this in my interviews, not at the start, but as and how I started giving interviews and learning. If somebody is asking me a question, I'll give you a very small example. Suppose if somebody tells you tell me the difference between two data structures, or tell me what is the difference between a list and a tuple in Python. So generally, what we say is that a list is mutable and tuple is immutable. Okay,
Hmm.
this is a basic dictionary definition. Okay,
True.
but the problem is that when we say this, the interviewer thinks, हाँ इसने तो रट के आया हुआ है, ये तो सबको ही ऐसा आता है. But अगर if you say it in a fashion कि मैंने इसको प्रोजेक्ट में ऐसे यूज किया because ये mutable था, mutable in the sense changing. So I used lists in basically APIs, API structuring and all. Basically मैंने lists use किया because वहाँ पे mutable changing list की जरूरत थी.
Hmm.
एंड आई यूज्ड सपोज कोई प्रोग्राम लिखते वक्त फिक्स्ड चाहिए था, तो मैंने उधर डबल. तो इफ यू explain them in case wise scenario, right, the impact is 100% more.
Yeah.
तभी the interviewer feels कि ये बंदे को पर्सन को आता है, और अभी मैं इसको थोड़ा और ग्रिल कर सकता हूँ थोड़े केस बेस्ड सिनेरियोज से. वरना वो भी आफ्टर सम टाइम इंटरव्यूअर भी पक जाता है कि ये क्या डेफिनेशन पे डेफिनेशन बोले जा रहा है, इसको मैं कैसे, हाउ आई मेक हिम आंसर द केस बेस्ड सिनेरियोज लाइक दैट,
True.
राइट?
True. And इसी के लिए many interviews these days have coding questions, right? They ask you to write the code rather, because then otherwise you give textbook answers, and interviewer also get bored after some time. But even in that, what people do is like I also take interviews, right? So what I have seen is people don't explain what they're writing in their code also. So if you're asked to just reverse a string, what you'll do is you just
Correct.
start typing code in your ID. Why not explain that I'm just trying to figure what is the length of the characters in this string, and then now I'm looping on all the characters in this string, like things like that. Like explain what is your thought process. talking more is important when you're giving interviews. Talking more, not in a textbooky sense, but how you're thinking about it, like whatever you're thinking
Yeah,
in your mind.
talking in the sense of a case scenario. When you are actually writing a code for suppose bubble sort, you can explain how you're doing it. If you explain it, I will 100%, you know, it will be much more impactful than just writing the code and finishing it off.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. I was just thinking that preparing for interviews is like a separate job in itself. You're doing a separate job for some time at least. You have to parallelly give your energy to this, do lead code and things like that. And yeah, that is one thing I just realized. We are on the same page about it. Like guys, don't give textbook answers. Give answers which makes sense as a interviewer, or application related answer. That's why we had these applied physics and applied chemistry, applied kind of subjects, right?
I don't know how much was application in that, but yes, during the
So
time of
apply your software engineering.
सी सबको पता है कि बहुत सारे लोग थोड़ा थोड़ा रट्टा मार के तो आएंगे,
हाँ,
उसका कोई
true.
ऑप्शन नहीं है. इफ यू हैव लिट कोड, इफ यू हैव दिस डेफिनेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस, एंड व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट ड्यूरिंग द फ्रेशर इंटरव्यू 80% क्वेश्चंस ऐसे ही रहेंगे. इट्स ओनली व्हेन यू गेट सम एक्सपीरियंस देन योर क्वेश्चंस change from question based and a very theoretical based lit code based to some kind of case scenario based. That comes after a lot of experience, and the interview pattern also changes for an experienced person. But when you are starting, you have to undergo through this. It's kind of your exam, but an entire personality exam. Okay. तो
True.
इसमें तुम आप हर basis पे you are getting judged, and for a very limited time period, because they also want the best person, right? Even they don't want to end up with somebody who is giving a interview reading AI. This
True.
thing. No, वो जो the suspicious things that I remember when I was taking interviews was this, कि अभी ये बहुत बढ़ गया है. You know,
Hmm.
I don't know how come people are doing it, that when they answer technically, it's proper AI answers.
Yeah, but
आप
the
अगर वो
interviewers
क्वेश्चन,
can make out for sure, isn't it?
नहीं पता है, स्टार्टिंग कुछ कुछ बहुत अच्छे एक्टर्स भी रहते हैं, स्टार्टिंग स्टार्टिंग में नहीं समझ में आता है. बहुत अच्छे
Oh.
एक्टर्स रहते हैं. वो
Hmm.
लैपटॉप के इधर फोन रख देंगे, देन दे इवन इफ दे शेयर देयर स्क्रीन यू विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड. ओके.
Hmm.
एंड मे बी देयर आईज विल गो ओवर देयर, बट दे हैव प्रैक्टिस्ड इट सो मच कि इतना अगर खुद का एक्चुअल प्रैक्टिस कर लेता तो कब का इंटरव्यू क्लियर हो जाता था. बट उन्होंने ये प्रैक्टिस बहुत अच्छे से की, अपना
Hmm.
टाइम एनर्जी पूरा दे हैव गिवन टू दिस काइंड ऑफ अ चीटिंग.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't justify it, because this can take you till certain level, but when you once get the job, right, इनको मिलते भी है और job,
Hmm.
they get the jobs. Okay. That is वो truth है. But once you get the job ना, उनकी पूरी बैंड बज जाती है. मैंने खुद देखा हुआ है. आई हैव लिटरली सीन इट विथ माई ओन आईज. 3-3 महीने, 4-4 महीने में इनको ले ऑफ किया जाता है. नीड्स एक्सपेक्टेशन और वॉट एवर छोटा कुछ देके इनको निकाल दिया जाता है. दे आर टोल्ड टू लीव बिकॉज दे आर नॉट एबल टू डू इवन अ सिंगल बेसिक थिंग. ओके.
True.
So this, during the time you are answering technical questions, I would recommend कि आप अपने skills पे you really work on your skills. आप जिस भी domain में हो. Okay. If
Yeah.
you're in Python coder, you work on your skills. SQL coder, वो work on it. Java में you काम करो. थोड़ा
Yes.
बहुत तो काम करो. Otherwise, जब job मिलेगी ना, तब it's not easy to hold on to a job.
Yes.
Getting a job is easier than holding on to a job.
Yes.
बहुत लोग बीच में भाग जाते हैं, 1-2 साल करके निकल जाते हैं, नहीं हो रहा है, मैं एंटरप्रेन्योर बनूंगा. पता नहीं इनमें अचानक से वो कीड़ा कहाँ से आ जाता है. बट
Business
नहीं, मैं किसी
starting.
और का क्यों सुनूं, मैं अपना सुनूंगा और करूंगा. हाँ, तेरे पास पैसा है तो कर. आई डोंट हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम विद दीज पीपल. इफ यू रियली आर पैशनेट अबाउट समथिंग, इफ यू हैव अ ग्रेट आइडिया, यू डू इट. बट जो ये चीट, आप चीट करके कर रहे हो, दैट शुड नॉट बी डन. Right. You're technically, you should be at least thoda bahut prepared to give a interview. Okay. And if you're not prepared, then your experience, your memory, whatever you have done earlier, these things will matter, right?
Yeah. And be honest about it. Technical strength is important, not looking at the AI all the time for all the answers that you give is important. When you're giving these answers, like let's say you're not using AI, you're giving it from your own experience. Sometimes what people do is they don't stick to the real life situations that they have worked on. So I'll give you an example, okay? So I was asked a question about what is a repository annotation used in Java Spring Boot. This is a Java Spring Boot related question. What it does is it gets data from database, and uh, on a class, if you write that, you can use that class to get data from the database. It's just that. But you should not explain it like this that I did. You should explain how did you use it in your project. Like for example, in your last project, what did you do? How did you implement this repository class? So what I did is there is this employee class, employee table in the database, and from that table, I wanted to retrieve the employee record. So what I did is I wrote an API which hits the controller. From controller, I went to the business layer. If there was any business logic, I wrote that business logic. And then after this business logic, from the service layer, I called the repository method that was written in this class, which is annotated as repository. So that's how I use repository annotation in my project, and that is how everyone uses it. So that is the kind of answer that you should give rather than just saying it is used to retrieve data from database. No, that's
Correct.
not right. So that is one example I have. Like you should always give applied answers. Like always think of what you have done in your project whenever a question is asked.
I want to add one more thing to it, that yes, it's obviously applied answers should be given, but many times what happens is that Shari, you don't remember a lot of these things.
Hmm.
Okay, because interviews are very fast, right? After one question, second, third, fourth, sometimes you don't remember also. Okay,
Yeah.
I have to make it in this flow and all, and that's why you many times what happens is give short answers, but 100%, if you can give a answer like you have given right now, I would have hired you right now. Okay, because I know that you have done the work. Okay, the
Correct.
interviewer is always checking if this person has an experience in working what they are looking for. Okay, because they don't want to waste time training the person again.
True.
That is their idea behind taking a person. Okay, so experienced answers always get 100 points. Okay,
Yeah.
but to that, if you maybe are little bit experience, or you are not able to tell it exactly the way that you have described over here, many people cannot tell it,
Hmm.
then you try your best to at least answer something logically, right, to a certain point. And then after that point, you tell the interviewer that this is what I have done right now and this is what I know about it, but I
Hmm.
can 100% go back, check on it, and do it more practice about it, and I will 100% get it, that what it is exactly used for. So
Yeah.
that is how you take a very half-fledged answer and complete it out. This
Yeah.
shows your sincerity,
Yeah.
and even a kind of honesty to the interviewer, that you will go back and check about it. So for example, I remember in one of the interviews I was asked about Power BI incremental refresh.
Hmm.
Okay, and at that time, I have done it, but at that time I couldn't explain the entire flow. So
Hmm.
I explained it till a point that I remembered. Okay, that okay, we have to take two parameters, range end start, range start, and we have to put it. And he had asked me it regarding to a very specific database with a very specific where clause. So I got stuck in between. But I told him, after whatever I knew, I told him till that particular point, and then I returned the conversation that this is where I don't know this portion,
Hmm.
and then I will check and come back, like that.
Right.
And I actually got selected for that company. I got selected for that interview. That's why I know that it works.
Hmm.
This kind of a method works because it creates a very genuine, honest feedback. And interviewers are have a feel good feeling after the interview that, okay, this girl has the capacity to learn new things also. Also, there is one more point. Many times I have seen, that people write a lot of things in their resume. I know this, I know this, मुझे ये भी आता है, मुझे वो भी आता है, सब कुछ आता है. बट जब आप उनको पूछने जाते हो ना उसका बेसिक चीज भी, तो वो लोग बोलते हैं नहीं ये मैंने कभी किया नहीं है और
Hmm.
मुझे आता नहीं है. ओके,
Hmm.
यू
Hmm.
आस्क मी अबाउट दिस. तो
Hmm.
ऐसे नहीं करना है. यू शुड नॉट डू दैट बिकॉज ये बहुत बैड इंप्रेशन क्रिएट करता है कि आपने यू हैव रिटन इट इन अ रेज्यूम बट स्टिल यू आर नॉट एबल टू जस्टिफाई कि आपने रेज्यूम में क्यों लिखा है. ओके,
Hmm.
सो वो एक इम्प्रेशन खराब कर सकता है. एंड फिर वो माइंड में आ जाता है कि अरे दिस पर्सन इज नॉट अ जेन्युइन पर्सन. ओके, सो इसने एक चीज में ऐसे अगर किया है तो दूसरी चीज में भी किया होगा.
True.
राइट, और उस पे से अगर आप टेक्निकल आंसर्स अच्छे से नहीं दे पाए तो
Hmm.
100% यू विल बी नॉट टेकन. ओके, द
Yes.
इंटरव्यू विल मूव वेरी वेरी हेस्टली, फास्ट फास्ट मूव होता है फिर इंटरव्यू.
हाँ.
एक बार वो पहले 15 मिनट्स में, आई थिंक 15-20 मिनट्स में दे डिसाइड with the
Yeah.
technical answers or the communication, and then if in the 15 minutes if they don't like it, they tend to wrap the interview very 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 fast.
True.
So जल्दी 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 खत्म करके और 2-3 क्वेश्चन पूछ के वो हाफ एन आवर 40 मिनट्स में खत्म करके दिए. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन बैड थिंग दैट पीपल डू. आई हैव ऑब्जर्व कि ये मुझे नहीं आता, या फिर एटलीस्ट यू आंसर कि अभी मैं मुझे याद नहीं आया, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर इट नाउ बट आई विल 100 go back and learn about it, or I want to learn about it. ऐसा तो एटलीस्ट बोलना चाहिए, राइट? यू शुड नॉट बी लाइक मैं ये नहीं करूंगा, नहीं मेरा तो डोमेन यही है. ओके,
Yeah.
ये भी लोग बोलते हैं ऐसे भी. दैट इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. यू शुड बी ओपन टू लर्न न्यू थिंग्स, राइट?
Yes. Give your answers as much as possible. जो नहीं पता है, just say that शायद मुझे याद नहीं है. और अगर आपने वो लिखा है resume में, still you say कि भाई नहीं पता है, then that's a problem. To summarize, ऐसा मत
Haven't you
करो.
seen
Just
such
write.
candidates? I have seen a lot of such candidates. Lot of such candidates.
Yeah, so what my approach is when I'm taking interviews is not comparing the candidate with the resume. That's not what I do. It depends on interviewers approach towards looking at the candidate also. What I do is whatever in the interview the guy is saying, I believe in that rather than believing in the resume, because I know now that for sure people are writing crap things.
No, but see, for example, I will give you, if I get a resume, okay?
uh, uh,
So I need, you cannot go ahead with just one skill, okay?
True.
वो तो होता नहीं है, right? You need, suppose I need Python, I need SQL, I need some services of Azure, like, so they must know PySpark, they must know Databricks, how to handle Databricks, they must know ADF pipelines and all this. So these are multiple skills, right?
Yeah, true.
So obviously, everybody will not know everything. But when I screen the resume, I see that at least if I am looking for 8 or 10 skills, at least this person is having those 5 skills.
Hmm.
करेक्ट. तो
Hmm.
उससे मैं रेज्यूम फिल्टर कर लेती हूँ, और वो जब 5 skills मुझे मिलते हैं, आई आस्क जनरली बेस्ड ऑन दोज 5 skills विच आर ऑलरेडी रिटर्न इन द रेज्यूम.
हाँ.
पर आपने लिखा है, सपोज यू हैव रिटन दैट आई हैव वर्कड ऑन डेटाब्रिक्स वेरी बहुत अच्छे से काम किया, या फिर आई हैव वर्कड ऑन एडीएफ क्वाइट अ लॉट. बट
Hmm.
देन इफ आई आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन कि हाउ टू डायनामिकली पैरामीटर्स कैसे सेट करोगे फॉर कॉलिंग,
Yes. In
तो
some
आपको बेसिक क्वेश्चंस नहीं आ रहे, देन इट्स अ problematic situation. And not just one, okay, not just one question. एक question any interviewer may understand कि
hmm.
because of the fear, nerves
Hmm.
and all that, maybe उसको नहीं अभी याद आ रहा है. But 2 questions, 3 questions, even very very basic questions,
True.
Azure fundamentals पे अगर बात आ जाए, तो you know that this is ये skills तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं आते हैं कर.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then that becomes a problem, right? I always with the I cannot take candidate just like that because problem is ki in Azure there are so many services and so many things I need to screen them according to the resume with the keywords, right?
Yeah. So I think, like you said, in such situations, you get to know in first 15 to 20 minutes. I think that
Correct.
has been one more thing, right? Like whenever you say that you need few skills, what usually I would do is in first 15 to 20 minutes, try and gauge first 4 or 5 most important skills that I want. If
Correct.
for first 15 to 20 minutes I don't see the confidence or the answers which I require, I just wrap it up, I just finish it up. So yeah, even if I have faced such situations, I have just let it go. And but yeah, it is a little irritating that you have to take these interviews then in that case. Even though that the
तो भी
person is
ठीक है,
written.
ये
हाँ.
इंटरव्यूज लेना तो भी ठीक है, एआई वालों के इंटरव्यूज से अच्छा
AI
ये
one are
इंटरव्यूज
more
है।
irritating, you know. Once I was taking one interview
बट
and
रिसेंटली वो बहुत ज्यादा इंक्रीज हो गए।
true.
रिसेंटली इट इज अ लॉट, बिकॉज
Yes.
रिसेंटली आई हैव फेस दैट इफ 10 इंटरव्यू ले रहे हो उसमें तो 2 लोग ये कर रहे हैं,
हाँ.
2-3 लोग तो कर ही रहे हैं ऐसा एआई
Yes,
के
I
साथ
remember
साथ
my
इंटरव्यू
last
लेना।
interview जो मैंने लिया ना स्वप्ना. This is a coding. I always take coding questions. That's my
करेक्ट।
priority. So as soon as I started, I asked few theoretical questions, one or two, and then I asked the person to share your screen so that you can write the code. The person shared the screen and forgot to close his ChatGPT screen. And then I realized those questions were typed there. Like such rookie mistakes people are also doing, but there are some people, like you said, who are very smart. And then you will have to figure out from their facial expressions, from where they are looking, from the type of answers they are giving. Are they bookish?
इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट नाउ, वेरी
Difficult, yeah.
डिफिकल्ट। So yes, I think we have covered a lot of aspects on how to go around with these technical questions. Okay, so first and foremost is you have to know your domain. You
True.
cannot compromise with it. At least know your domain after you or have the muscle memory for it. Okay.
Yes.
अगर practice नहीं किया तो muscle memory से थोड़ा बहुत तो याद आता ही है, right? Because
Yes.
you have done it quite a lot of times. Okay.
Yes.
That is the second part. And if you have done everything and still you are not able to answer, then don't worry, it's okay. Jitna bhi aata hai, you
Hmm.
follow it logically and then you end it, give a proper conclusion that I will get back to it. So this is the basic points of how to deal with the technical questions. Now we move on to, our interview is 60% technical but 40% personality skill, your soft skills, your communication. So now we will come to that 40% part of soft skills and communication. Okay, and how it impacts your interview.
So, Swapna, when you say soft skills and communication, there are, I'm just thinking, what are the parts of it? There are two parts of it as I can think. One is your spoken language, like English, and one is your personality overall. So both are equally important, right? So can we
Correct.
talk about both of them separately? Like how important is how you speak in your interviews?
Very important, I think. The first time you walk inside a room,
Hmm.
how you walk inside a room,
Yeah.
how you, your eyes, how the way you're looking at the person,
Hmm.
and how you shake your hand, even that is important. Okay, how you sit, how you conduct yourself, are you sitting straight, is your posture very bad? Even all these things also matter because 100% as a person who is looking at you, I'm judging you from a 360-degree view, right? So if you come with a very, stooped structure, एकदम डर के माहौल में जैसे आते हैं ना, वैसे एकदम डर डर के आ रहे हो अंदर एकदम कि आपको किसी ने मार पीट के भेजा हुआ है तो तो फर्क तो पड़ेगा ना कि अरे ये तो कहाँ से पता नहीं कहाँ आया है, पहले ही पानी दे देते हैं फिर हम लोग कि ले ले भाई पानी पी ले थोड़ा सा।
तो
बिकॉज यू सेंस इट फ्रॉम द पर्सन दैट हाँ नर्वस सब लोग रहते हैं, एवरीबडी इज नर्वस इन एन इंटरव्यू, बट यू हैव टू हाइड दैट नर्वसनेस एंड वो भी दैट इज ऑल्सो एन आर्ट। but it will not happen overnight. कुछ कुछ लोगों को आता है, some people नहीं आता है. Even when I started, I was very weak in controlling my nervousness.
Hmm.
Okay, my hands used to get cold, like
Okay.
literally chilly cold. Okay, so
Hmm.
when I used to do a handshake, that सामने वाला could feel the chill in my hands. Okay, literally chilly hands, and they used to ask, is the AC too much for you and all.
Yeah.
But other than that, I could control most of the things. But ऐसे नहीं आना है कि जैसे कहीं से पूरा ही मतलब मारपीट के आया, किसी ने भेजा है जबरदस्ती इंटरव्यू देने के लिए कि गो डू करना ही है करके, ऐसे कोई जबरदस्ती नहीं कर रहा है.
True.
यू थोड़ा सा ऐसा मन में वो बोलते हैं ना कि हनुमान चालीसा बोल के आओ.
Yeah. So with
Literally.
me, what happens, what used to happen, Swapna, initially when I used to give interviews, other than this chilly hands, I used to tremble while speaking. Like your
Oh,
voice gets a little, mm,
I know, shivery kind of,
shivery.
you know.
Yeah. I, yes,
Kaka Kiran.
yes. I used to shiver a lot, tremble a lot while speaking. And like it used to be very visible. Like the interviewer used to figure it out. And they used to say,
Yes,
let us give you 5 minutes or 2 minutes. And
yes, definitely.
yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, so these things matter. You have to keep your fear a little outside when you're giving interviews. Once you have stepped in, there's no going back or no escape from it. So there's nothing to fear.
What is the solution for this? Because I used to have this, right? You know what is the solution?
What?
You have to practice in
Mm,
interviews with somebody or in front of the mirror if you don't have anyone.
yeah,
I've done it.
for this,
I've done it.
yes, but for this you have to give also interviews more, right? Well, there is one more solution. There are these mock interviews that you can give. Like many people these days conduct these mock interviews.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can practice yourself with them. So that is one thing you can do.
So, you know, where these people who are actually very afraid, the posture and the way they talk and even the handshake and all, they actually need first somebody from the family to overcome that. That is a very strong belief that I have.
I
Okay.
agree.
It doesn't come stranger के साथ हो सकता है, but after a certain time. But first you have to be confident कि आप मिरर में तो एटलीस्ट बात कर पाओ. मिरर में तो कोई नहीं है. It's just you and yourself.
Yes.
तो आपको वो प्रैक्टिस पहले मिरर में करनी है. बहुत लोग, अगर आप अभी, आई विल गारंटी यू, इफ यू स्टैंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मिरर एंड स्टार्ट, आई विल टेल यू, गिव अ 30 second मोनोलॉग अबाउट योरसेल्फ. आप 30 seconds भी नहीं, आप सोच में पड़ जाओगे क्या बोलूं. 30 seconds उसमें ही चला जाएगा. क्या बोलूं, क्या मोनोलॉग दूं. तो पहले उससे स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा शरीर, बिकॉज स्ट्रेंजर कैन ओनली हेल्प यू व्हेन यू स्टार्ट हेल्पिंग योरसेल्फ फर्स्ट. ओके, देन यू सी इन द मिरर से क्या होता है ना. आई विल टेल यू द बेनिफिट ऑफ इट. यू कैन सी योर पोस्चर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, वेयर योर, हाउ यू आर स्टैंडिंग. You can see your handshake. Is your handshake very droopy? Is your handshake very loose? आप खुद के हाथ में भी डाल के देख सकते हो. ओके, ये सब प्रैक्टिस से होता है, कोई एक दिन में नहीं सीखता है. दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, व्हेन यू एंटर अ रूम, people should feel that you are confident personality, not a अरे ये तो डर के आया है बेचारा. बेचारा पर्सनालिटी मत बनो. डोंट बी अ विक्टिम ऑफ योर स्टोरी, राइट. You have to be the hero of your story at least. बाकी के लाइफ में हो ना हो, खुद के लाइफ में तो अपना हीरो बन जाओ. विक्टिम मत बनो. If you think,
and like you said, you have family members with whom you do these practices. Try practicing these interviews. So आपके family members आपको ऐसा कुछ नहीं पूछने वाले which you don't know at all, right? Start with
नहीं सी यार, कोई तो टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन तो फैमिली मेंबर नहीं पूछेगा. लेकिन क्यों मैं बोल रही हूँ पता है, जब आप पर्सनल क्वेश्चंस फैमिली मेंबर्स के साथ ऐसे फॉर्मेट में बात कर पाओगे ना, देन ओनली यू कैन टॉक टेक्निकल क्वेश्चंस.
yes, then you get that confidence that okay, ये बात तो हाँ already हो चुकी है किसी
हो
के
चुकी
साथ.
है.
I can just repeat it here. So you
करेक्ट.
have some format at the back of your mind. So also,
या
Sapna, there's one more thing. Like, try talking to many other people. Like, keep speaking with many other people other than your family members. We're in India. We're mostly meeting so many people throughout the day, or some help, some rickshaw driver, or someone. So just try talking to people overall also. Like for example, I'll just talk about myself that I was very afraid to talk to people overall, right? So why not learn it in this way? Like there is this one way also, but then it may not help completely because the conversations with these people are going to be completely different, right? Yeah, that is one.
करेक्ट करेक्ट. नहीं तो क्या पता है, वो तात्या विंचू बना दो अपने लिए एक.
डॉल. तो ताते बिंसु बना दो.
But you have to overcome that. You need somebody whom you can practice with. That is the ultimate thing. If you are actually very weak at it, otherwise 100% people like us are there to help you.
Yes.
Okay, for a one-on-one conversation, we can ask you your interview questions. For example, I think Sharyu, you can take on Java related and everything, and I can take on Azure, Power BI related, Python related things at my end. So 100% do let us know. Okay.
Sure. Like, guys, please comment below this video if you have any such questions. Like, these are our experiences that we have gone through. But if you have your own different experiences, please share those in the comments. We are here to help you. We are always ready to connect with you and help you. Yeah, true. So, the communication is important, or how you portray yourself is important. Other than that, what would you say is important, Sapna?
The way you talk, if
Hmm.
I'm actually very correct, like if how I'm communicating with you, like it is kind of a flow, it's a conversation. So
Yes.
generally what people think, that interview is a kind of a viva exam.
Yes.
And people go there nervous and they are like, my teacher is asking me question and I'm answering. But no, you better take interviews as a conversation between you and the other person instead of kind of like a viva exam. Because if you talk about viva exams, they were never good. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a conversation. Somebody is asking you something and you have to just reply in a conversational style. If they ask you to code, you have to code and give them, and even explain it to them in a very simple based language. Don't, you can use jargons, but what happens is that in these big words and these jargons, people get confused and वो अपने ही पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मार देते हैं. क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या रहता है, see, lot of interviewers, what they do, they catch a keyword from your conversation and they start, okay, you know about this, let's ask the next question on that. So you have to be careful. So my tip over here will be, use very basic simple language which you're comfortable with. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Okay. So if your tone or your language and the way you speak is little westernized, it's fine. Okay, not a problem. But if it is not westernized, if it is kind of an Indianized version of the language you are speaking, like we both, right? We have an Indianized way of speaking things. Okay, even our English is kind of Indianized English.
Yes.
We don't have that Western accent or the Western influence when we talk, right?
Yeah.
So when I talk in these simple terms, I am more approachable to the interviewer and he feels more genuine with me. But if I try to be somebody else, okay, like, yeah, I know this, and then I am going to talk. So don't do this. Don't change your accents.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Clean English, clean communication, and simple communication, and very logical, to the point, precise answers, and not too much of talking about your personal things or some weird conversations. Just stick to what is asked and be professional, right? You want to add something to it?
Yeah, while all that is true, also look at your, like, try and improve your English as well. So English is the most important way of communication in the software industry. So people would expect you to speak in English. You cannot ask to be spoken to in another language. So that is one thing.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think people are still debating this, that I will not speak in English?
They are.
Because it's common, right? English is the thing that is used in this industry.
Yes, but
I
there
don't
are
think
many
so any other
people-
language will work.
What I have seen is, Swapna, like I have spoken with few students in past couple of years. And what I have noticed is all these students who are graduating from the colleges these days, mostly I've spoken to North Indian students, okay? They have difficulty speaking in English. They cannot form one complete sentence in English. And then they expect that they should be selected. That will not happen. This is a real problem right now that people are not speaking in English. Still, like this is 2025, this is the age of AI, but they have
I'm
probably
surprised. See, I don't
one of the
I don't
students that I was one of the
hmm.
students that I was connected to, he told me that his English is very poor, okay? Very poor English, but the guy was giving interviews and he just did not get selected in few interviews. So he told me that I did not get selected just because there were other girls in the there were other girls who were there with me and they got selected. So they were biased and they selected all the girls only.
Oh
But
my
I told
God.
him, I gave him the feedback that your English itself, that's a base part. Like that itself is not correct. How are you are expecting to get selected? So that's a problem. People think it's something else, bias or something which which does not help them, but
There
it's
is one word for these people. Delusional in their own world. They
yes.
have not yet understood that there are some very hard-hitting realities in India that they have to accept. Okay, as much as you love your own language, you cannot tell the client, please talk in my language. He will send you back.
Yes.
If you want to be in corporate India, you have to accept the client language, and the client language is English.
Yes.
Of course, if you have an Indian client, then you talk in the Indian client language. Nobody's stopping you. But if you have some Western client, your main and majority of the clients are non Indian Western clients, right?
True.
So you have to talk their language. You have to be able to communicate with them because you have to get the data from them. You have to
Yes.
get to understand what they need to build first of all. If you
True.
don't understand their language, how are you going to build for them,
Yes.
right?
But then just not knowing the English, how to form sentences in English. Not just that, like how to hold a proper communication in English. Like you speak and I respond. That is the way you should be able to speak English as well. Like some people know few words but then can't hold a complete conversation, then that's a problem because interview is actually a conversation, right?
Then, sorry, Shayu, if this is the case, if this is the scenario, then they have to stop,
Hmm.
go back to a class or an online class or a walk-in class or whatever they are comfortable with,
True.
join it, do it for 3 months, and come back stronger.
Yes.
Because until and unless they do this work on themselves, giving interviews will be just like a waste of time for themselves as well as for the samne wala person. It's not needed. Then first you have to work on yourself. ये
Yeah.
तो ऐसा है कि आपको एबीसीडी नहीं आती है और आप डायरेक्ट 10th का एग्जाम लिखने जा रहे हो
True.
तो पेपर ब्लैंक ही होगा ना,
Yes. And the problem
है ना?
with the education system, actually, our education system should teach English, right? That's a basic thing that people should know. But unfortunately, it's not true. We are not preparing for industry. But that's a different topic. I think we can speak later on. But then, if you want to ace any interview, give any interview, you have to have your English straightened up. For sure, join some classes, do something about it, and prepare yourself. Yeah.
Yes, if you want a job over here, you have to do it. अगर नहीं चाहिए तो हाँ, you are free to not know English and do whatever you want. But if you want a job, you cannot call them biased if you don't know no basic English. They
True.
have a right to reject you if
Yes.
you don't know basic. Their main criteria is you should be proficient in English reading, writing, and speaking. That is the main criteria over here. If you read actually what they require, okay. And most of, I don't know how these people think that somebody is biased and not taking them instead of working on themselves. It's really surprising to me actually. I think basically we have mostly covered, like the way you handle yourself, your from the way you do a handshake to your posture to the way you make eye contact with the interviewer. Okay, when you
Yeah.
are answering question, okay, eye contact. Now face-to-face interviews are increasing, right? You are not anymore on the virtual level. Virtually also your eye contact is important, but it becomes a very relevant factor when you are doing it face-to-face, right?
Mm.
All these important. Then what you're wearing, okay, no bright colors, no super bright colors, okay, you have to look serious. And if you want to look serious, no flowery t-shirts, that is like too much, okay. I've
Mhm.
seen someone walk in with pajamas also
Oh,
and was sent back by the security. So, we take it too casually. It's okay, it's good to be casual, okay, I don't mind, okay, it's good. We are also given the right to be free and not just nerds kind of. बट इतना कैजुअल कि आप इंटरव्यू देने को ही पूरा पजामा में आ रहे हो. मैंने देखा है एक जन आके इंटरव्यू, सिक्योरिटी पर्सन इज टेलिंग हिम यू कैन नॉट एंटर विद अ स्लीपर एंड अ पजामा, स्लीपर्स के साथ, पजामा के साथ आप इंटरव्यू देने आ रहे हो. मतलब सिक्योरिटी गार्ड को ही वो बोल रहे हैं नो आई कैन कम इन एनीथिंग, वॉट एवर वॉज गोइंग ऑन बिटवीन देम, बट ही वॉज अल्टीमेटली सेंट बैक. बट आई हैव overheard this conversation and that interview got cancelled, okay. And then we never scheduled it also because it's a very bad this thing, but it's the real एक incident, मतलब real incident that I have seen in my दिस थिंग. एंड इवन मैं भी सरप्राइज थी, क्यों भाई, मतलब इतनी क्या इमरजेंसी आ गई कि आपका लगेज लूज हो गया, कोई चोर ने आके ले
this
लिया
guy, this
या फिर
guy, this
कहाँ
guy
पे.
is took casual workwear too casually. Like we have casual workwear where you can wear jeans and all, but not pajamas and slippers. You can wear jeans, you can wear
नहीं, सम
shirts.
पीपल आई थिंक दे टेस्ट योर लिमिट्स. ऐसे ही मैं देखता हूँ क्या होगा, ऐसे
Um,
टाइप का मुझे लगता है वो जानबूझ के किया हुआ जाता है. आई
hmm.
थिंक सम पीपल हैव दैट मेंटालिटी. सो यस, यू बी अ लिटिल सीरियस. बिकॉज क्या रहता है ना, मैं एक बोलना चाहती हूँ कि किसी के लिए वो जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और किसी के लिए वो बिल्कुल इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. सो
True.
इफ यू आर नॉट सीरियस, यू बेटर डोंट गिव इट. इफ यू आर serious, then you work on it.
Yeah.
That is what my this entire message will be. And then we have talked about your soft skills also, right? The way you communicate. So I think yes, as a overall personality, if you have अच्छे टेक्निकल स्किल्स है, आप अच्छे से बात कर पा रहे हो, कन्वे कर पा रहे
Also,
हो, देन आई थिंक गुड.
Swapna, we should add being genuine when giving interviews. Like be genuine, sincere, appear sincere. I think we have already covered it. Speaking it out loud.
नो चीटर्स.
No cheaters. Yeah.
नो चीटर्स. प्लीज मत मत करो, मत करो. बिकॉज आई एम टेलिंग यू शरयू, आई हैव सीन पीपल सफर आफ्टर दे गेट द जॉब. 10-20% इधर उधर करना, दैट ओके, मैंने सपोज आई हैव नॉट डन एवरीथिंग इन द प्रोजेक्ट, बट कुछ चीजें आई हैव डन प्राइवेटली, ओके,
Hmm.
मेरा खुद से आई हैव सेल्फ स्टडीड एंड डन इट, एंड यू टेल इन द इंटरव्यू, ओके, कि आई हैव डन इट, ओके,
Hmm.
बट यू हैव सेल्फ स्टडीड इट, राइट. तो थोड़ा बहुत आपको आता है, उतना 10-20% करना अलग बात है, बट पूरा का पूरा चीट करके इंटरव्यू देना, it's a very wrong thing to do. You are playing with your career. That is
Yeah.
what I will say to these people. You are playing with your career because ultimately in tech, right, your skills will speak. How you deal with the emergency, how you deal with production issues, तभी आपका कैसे होगा, that will speak about your आगे का जो career है वो.
Yeah. Be
And
genuine, guys. Be sincere about things.
I was just saying that one last thing is that कि see, you're not uh, working for one job.
Hmm.
Okay, this is the main basic thing. Okay, shall you please highlight it? I mean, I have told this to multiple young people.
Hmm.
Don't work for a job, work for your career. And there is a huge difference in it. Huge difference.
True.
जॉब के हिसाब से काम करना, इंटरव्यू देना, जॉब के हिसाब से अपना करियर के हिसाब से इंटरव्यूज देना, और जॉब मतलब वो पर्टिकुलर जॉब एट दैट टाइम करना, बहुत डिफरेंस है उसमें. आई एक्सप्लेन दैट डिफरेंस वेरी इन अ शॉर्ट मैनर. जो जॉब के हिसाब से इंटरव्यू देता है, राइट, ही इज ओनली प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दैट स्पेसिफिक हाफ एन आवर 1 आवर. वो सिर्फ उतना प्रिपेयर करके जाता है, जॉब ले लेता है, उसमें काम करता रहता है, सेम प्रोजेक्ट, same skills, same people, same company, and they get stuck in a rut.
Yes.
ओके, सेम चीज में फंस जाता है वो.
Hmm.
बट दोज हु वर्क फॉर देयर करियर, दे आर मूविंग. वो
Hmm.
लिस्ट और टपल जैसा है यहाँ पे.
हाँ.
तो आई विल ऑलवेज टेल पीपल बी लाइक अ लिस्ट.
Hmm.
ओके, पाइथन का जो लिस्ट रहता है उसमें आप कितने भी इंग्रेडिएंट्स डाल सकते हो, निकाल सकते हो, उसको कैसे भी चेंज कर सकते हो. तो आपके करियर में आपके स्किल्स भी एड ऑन होते जाएंगे, चेंज होता जाएगा. यू विल गो विद द फ्लो rather than that. So work, always work for your career, not for your job.
True.
Okay.
Yes. We would like to tell you that you should also, like we are saying so many things, like don't do this, don't do that, be genuine, like many things we are telling you, but that does not mean that since we are telling you these things or you're not ready, don't give interviews. So continuously giving interviews, look at your growth, be ready to fail. All these things are important. Like even if you're afraid or anyone is making you afraid about it. Okay. So what do you think, Sapna? Like, isn't that important that you keep giving interviews, look at your growth or think about your growth mindset? What do you think?
I have another take on it. In the first 10 years of your life, you give interviews. Any जितना चाहे उतना एक्सप्लोर करो, इंटरव्यू दो, एंड बहुत ऑल द changes that you want in your life, and this you do it in the first 10 to 12 years of your career. But
Hmm.
after 10 to 12 years, right, you try to stick somewhere and try to give less interviews. Try to stick somewhere. That will be my point of view.
Hmm.
And try to maintain there. But first 10 to 12 years are the basic. I think the main जो when the building, एक बिल्डिंग जब बनती है तो उसके नीचे वो बीम लगते हैं, राइट. तो
Hmm.
वो इतना टाइम ले लो ना वो बिल्डिंग के बीम बनाने के लिए कि ऊपर आप जितने भी फ्लोर्स बना लो
Hmm.
उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. अर्थक्वेक आ जाए, एनी ले ऑफ्स कम, एनी इश्यूज कम, और इवन इफ यू हैव टू टेक अ ब्रेक,
True.
आपका जॉब से ब्रेक होगा लेकिन करियर से नहीं.
True.
Okay, so that is my add-on to that. That first 10, 12 years you do your everything, because that is where your learning, your necessary changes, your growth will take place the most. But after 10, 12 years क्या होता है, आपका एज भी ज्यादा हो जाता है.
Hmm.
At that point you are even married, maybe having kids and all. So
Hmm.
you tend towards sticking in one place, and वो matter भी करता है, because when you see in a resume, and if you have suppose 20-25 years of experience, and if I see that every आपने 10-12 years के बाद भी that you have changed company to दो कंपनी चेंज किया है,
Hmm.
मतलब 12-15-17 कंपनी चेंज किया है, वो
Hmm.
मैटर करता है. then you will not get that upper position. Somebody who is much stable will get it during that time.
Yeah. True.
तो ट्राई टू स्टिक. आफ्टर दैट 10-12 years के बाद थोड़ा स्टिक करने का, ऑफ कोर्स आपको अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रहा है तो 100%, बट ट्राई टू स्टिक
Yeah.
दैट वे.
But this is more for people who are younger, like 10, जो 10 साल
करेक्ट.
के अंडर के हैं. Like don't stop yourself from giving interviews, because someone is saying some things to you which are making you afraid. So डरो मत, think about your growth and keep giving interviews even if you're failing. Failure is okay. Like failure से तो आप ज्यादा सीखोगे, rather failure से ही आप सीखोगे. So don't be afraid of failures, accept failures, embrace these failures or interviews that you are seeing in your life. Yeah.
करेक्ट. यस, एब्सोल्युटली. तो फेलियर से तो अच्छे स्टोरीज आते हैं.
Huh. Like we have these stories today.
Yeah, your sometime humiliation एक time पे ना it hurts,
Yeah.
but after some years it becomes from a tragedy to a joke बन जाता है वो बाद में.
Yes.
ऐसा बहुत टाइम, राइट. एंड on that note, I think we are going to end it.
Hmm.
And in the end, I think I just want to say is that interviews are a part of your life. It's not your entire life. ठीक है. Some people like me who started giving interviews used to obsess about interviews, which is a very bad thing. Okay. So just forget about it. अगर किसी को ये problem है तो try to work on that stuff. Try to include other things in your life as well. And secondly, when you actually give it, you give it properly. और अगर select भी नहीं हुए तो it's okay. Just move on. Forget it. लाखों companies है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं होने वाला है. जस्ट वर्क ऑन योर स्किल एंड ट्राई टू गिव द अदर इंटरव्यू दैट कम्स. जस्ट डोंट स्टॉप. Okay, if you're searching for a job, don't stop. Just keep on giving interviews and you will 100% make it
Okay,
with the
on
tips that we provided. 100%.
for sure. Okay, on that
Yeah.
note, we'll close this call, guys. If there's anything that you want to talk to us about, I have mentioned the email address in the description below where you can send us emails, or you can also write your comments on this video so that we can answer you there itself. Okay,
Correct.
thank you then.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.